Welcome to the Downhill Diecast Championship live from Groovy Gulch, presented by Lionel Racing and Out of the Groove. My name is Eric, thank you for joining us. We have an action-packed day of racing ahead of us, featuring 8 of NASCAR's top stars from the Eastern United States. Today, the visitors have come to play. It's the Eastern Conference first round. From north to south, the East Coast is well represented, from Joey Logano in Connecticut down to Eric Almarola from Florida and everywhere in between. 8 of NASCAR's best drivers are set to go head-to-head in today's first round matchup. Earlier this week, the Western Conference bracket kicked off. Ryan Newman and Alex Bowman took part in an epic 1 vs 8 seed matchup, with Alex Bowman getting the edge in 5 races. Jimmy Johnson ran into trouble against Chris Buescher, but managed to overcome a 2-0 series deficit to avoid elimination and move on to the second round. Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski stole the show with an epic 5-race series that went back and forth, saw many twists, turns, and backwards finishes, with Kyle Busch ultimately winning the series by a fender. Meanwhile, Kevin Harvick was able to close the deal against Eric Jones. That 4-car looked freaky fast. Today's event is full of heavyweight matchups. Ryan Blaney and William Byron, Joey Logano, Eric Almarola, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., and Bubba Wallace will make up the Eastern Conference field. Up first is William Byron, who managed to grab the top spot in qualifying. He put together a near flawless lap around the Groovy Gulch road course to nab the pole position. He'll go up against Ryan Blaney. Blaney struggled to find speed in qualifying, but the team is optimistic that they'll have what it takes come race time. William Byron versus Ryan Blaney will make up this first round. It's a best-of-5 series, with the winner moving on to the Eastern Conference semifinals. We are ready to get things started. Byron, Blaney, green flag is in the air for race 1. Byron had the preferred lane. He makes the pass on the outside, but Blaney battles right back. They're door to door, but William Byron pulls ahead and is going to win race 1. Byron showed off some of that qualifying speed, holding off a hard-charging Ryan Blaney to take a 1-0 series lead. Cars are lined up for race 2. Now Blaney in the preferred line. He gets a decent jump, but Byron battles back on the inside. Door to door down the perilous plunge. Ryan Blaney is going to hold off Byron. He will win race 2 and even the series at 1 apiece. The Team Penske driver was able to hold off a hard-charging Byron, who seemed to have trouble holding his car in a straight line. We'll see if Byron can make an adjustment. Green flag is out for race 3. Byron, the control car, has the lead, but Ryan Blaney makes the pass on the inside. Blaney with control, and up and over goes William Byron. Our first major incident of the day comes at the bottom of the perilous plunge as the 24 car gets upside down. Let's see what happened. Trying to make up time as Blaney had taken the lead, Byron does not stick the landing. Skids for a moment before flipping onto his lid and sliding to a stop in the center of the final banked corner. Our number 1 seed finds himself in a 2-1 series hole and facing elimination here at Groovy Gulch. Can Ryan Blaney seal the deal? He has the preferred lane. Green flag is in the air for race 4. Byron even with Blaney as they head down the back. Now Blaney trying to inch ahead. They're side by side. Byron looking for room. He cannot make it work. Ryan Blaney holds on to win race 4 and win his first round series against William Byron. The 8 seed upsets the 1 seed. William Byron is the first Hendrick Motorsports driver to not advance out of the first round, and Ryan Blaney becomes the first Penske driver to advance to the conference semifinals. Ryan Blaney and that 12 team must have made a magical adjustment on that Ford to recover from a poor qualifying effort and upset William Byron here in round 1. He will face the winner of Joey Logano versus Eric Almarola, which is coming up next. Joey Logano from Middletown, Connecticut will go up against Tampa, Florida's Eric Almarola. These 2 drivers put up near equal lap times in qualifying. You can watch them head-to-head right here. Joey Logano made up a ton of time around that final corner, but even with that momentum, you can see the margin between the 2 was that much. That's the difference between the 4 versus the 5 seed. Both drivers have made it to the grid. Green flag is out for race 1. A pretty even start. Now Logano inching ahead. Almarola battles back. Joey Logano, now he has issues. Almarola closing fast, but Logano shuts the door on him and wins race 1. As expected, a very competitive race 1. Almarola trying to find a way around Joey Logano, but Joey Logano was able to shut the door on him despite losing a lot of his momentum there in the closing stretch. We're all set for race 2. Almarola looking to even the series. Joey Logano gets a tremendous jump, and he continues to pull away from Eric Almarola. Nice and easy, Joey Logano around the final corner. He wins race 2 handily. After a very competitive race 1, there was no doubt that time Joey Logano takes a commanding 2-0 series lead. Facing elimination, Eric Almarola needs to win this race. Green flag is out. He gets a good start this time, but Logano inches ahead. Almarola takes the lead right back. Down the plunge, Almarola trying to hold him off. Oh, he gets turned across the finish line. We'll have to double check, but Eric Almarola does avoid elimination. He wins race 3, but he got some help from Joey Logano. Ooh, upon further review, maybe Almarola was starting to lose control on his own, and Joey Logano just finished him off. Either way, wow, what a competitive race 3. A lot of beating and banging, close battling going on here in this series. Almarola's going to need another win like that one if he wants to stay alive. Green is out for race 4. Eric Almarola gets a tremendous jump. He's not looking back. Nice and easy for Eric Almarola. Now he wins a race handily. He evens the series at 2 apiece. Joey Logano has to be feeling some pressure now. We're all set for a winner-take-all race 5. This has been a highly competitive matchup so far. Logano gets the early jump over Almarola. Can he seal the deal? Almarola trying to close, but it's not enough. Joey Logano wins race 5 and eliminates Eric Almarola in round 1. What a competitive series. Saw beating and banging contact, saw blocking. This was race 1. Joey Logano trying to shut the door on Almarola, wouldn't let him get around him. And then we saw in race 3, Eric Almarola had the position and some contact from Joey Logano. I can't imagine made the Stewart Haas Racing driver too happy. Now it sounds like we may have a brief delay as a spectator has made his way onto the track. Oh my goodness. That's not just any spectator. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Tony Stewart. How did he find this place? I am stunned. Tony Stewart appears to have taken issue with the way Joey Logano raced his driver Eric Almarola last round. We saw a lot of contact between the two. Where did Tony go? Where is he? Oh! Yes, indeed. Tony Stewart, we're getting word, is challenging Joey Logano to a grudge match. Well, who had this on their 2020 bingo card? I know I certainly didn't. Smoke versus Joey Logano. Green flag is out. Tony Stewart out to an early lead here. Can Joey Logano battle back? Down the perilous plunge, side by side, there's contact, but Tony Stewart dirt tracks it across the finish line and gets the win. Wow, what a development here at Groovy Gulch. You never know what you may see. Look at this, side by side. Tony Stewart shows Logano he's still got it. He muscles him out of the way and takes the win in a grudge match, apparently. We're trying to get a word with Joey Logano, but it appears he doesn't want to speak to the media right now. Well, despite that race against Tony Stewart, Joey Logano is still moving on to the second round, winning his series against Eric Almarola 3 races to 2. All right, let's try to get back on schedule. Up next is the defending Real World Cup Series champion, Chase Elliott. He will go up against Chesterfield, Virginia's Denny Hamlin. Chase Elliott had one of the fastest cars in qualifying. Many have said that 9 car is the one to watch in the entire tournament. Meanwhile, Denny Hamlin struggled to find some speed in that 11 car and, of course, had that mishap earlier in the day. Denny Hamlin's going to look to recover from that qualifying mishap as he goes up against Chase Elliott. Cars are on the grid. Race 1 is underway. Chase Elliott jumps out to an early lead here. Hamlin trying to rally, but Elliott continues to extend his advantage. Chase Elliott wins race 1. And the crowd goes wild as Chase Elliott from Hendrick Motorsports takes a 1-0 series lead. Denny Hamlin going to look to bounce back. Green flag is out for race 2. Ooh, Hamlin spins the tires. Chase Elliott has a huge lead. Hamlin's not even in the picture. Chase Elliott's going to cruise to a 2-0 series lead. Wow. We all knew Chase Elliott was tremendous at road courses, but Right now, he is putting on a clinic here at Groovy Gulch. Denny Hamlin's going to need to find something, anything, if he even wants a chance at catching Chase Elliott here in this first round series. Elliott looking for our first sweep, and wow, he is off like a rocket. Chase Elliott cruising to the series sweep. Oh my goodness! Chase Elliott is upside down in the final corner. Denny Hamlin steals a win. Wow, an uncharacteristic mistake from Chase Elliott. Man, he was just carrying too much speed going over the perilous plunge. Oh my, they call that thing perilous for a reason. Wow, that's hard to watch. He comes to a rest there on the apron, and if you see here, a while later, Denny Hamlin, that near miss, that could have been so much worse if he had not missed Chase Elliott. Denny Hamlin gets on the scoreboard though. There you go, always a student of the game. Jeff Gordon giving Chase Elliott some pointers, talking about where that last mistake may have been made. Chase Elliott still has a 2-1 series lead. Green flag is out here for race 4. Hamlin staying a little more competitive this time, but now Chase Elliott has checked out. This time, no mistakes. Chase Elliott wins race 4. He will move on to the second round of the Eastern Conference bracket. Denny Hamlin did about all he could, but he was unable to overcome those troubles in qualifying. Chase Elliott proves to be a formidable opponent. He moves past Denny Hamlin to advance to the Eastern Conference semifinals. He will go up against the winner of our final series. Bubba Wallace, driving the world-famous Richard Petty number 43, set a solid time in qualifying earlier today. He will go up against Martin Truex Jr. from Joe Gibbs Racing. Martin Truex Jr. had great speed in qualifying, but a mistake around the final corner cost him some serious time. Look at him up on the side of the wall, almost went off track. We haven't seen that at all on this course yet. Martin Truex putting on a show in qualifying. Cars are lined up and we are green for race 1. Truex gets a good jump, but Bubba Wallace powers around the outside. Down the perilous plunge, Bubba Wallace is going to win race number 1. Bubba Wallace able to make that outside lane work. Truex was not able to overcome that deficit. Cars are lined up for race 2. Truex looking to even the series. He gets a good jump from that preferred line. Bubba Wallace trying to close that gap. Truex with the lead, but here comes the 43. And it's too close to call at the finish line. A photo finish for the second round in a row. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to slow that one down. I'm not sure who won. Around the final turn, Bubba Wallace around the outside. Contact, Rubbins racing. It's Truex by a nose over the 43 car. Martin Truex Jr. hangs on to even the series. Wow. We're in for a treat the rest of this series if that race was any indication. Green flag is out for race 3. Dead even down the back. Now Bubba Wallace pulls ahead, trying to hold off Truex. Up and over he goes. He lands on all 4 wheels. What just happened? Bubba Wallace wins race 3, takes a 2-1 series lead. My mind just exploded. What just happened there? Look on the replay. Bubba Wallace slides on his door, completes a full flip, lands on all 4 tires. I think Martin Truex Jr. was as stunned as we were. He had nowhere to go, ran right into the back of Bubba Wallace. We've seen a pass in the grass. We've seen spin and win, but I have never seen anything quite like that. Bubba Wallace is putting on a show, and with one more win, he can advance to the second round. Truex is going to try and keep that from happening. A great jump here from Martin Truex Jr. in race 4. He's going to cruise around the final corner and win to force a decisive race 5. A clutch performance from the Joe Gibbs Racing driver, trying to get a second JGR car through to the second round. Bubba Wallace trying to prevent that from happening. He has the preferred lane here for this winner-take-all race 5. Green flag is out. Wallace has the early lead. Can Martin Truex Jr. recover? Bubba Wallace is going to put on a clinic here in the final race. He wins it as Martin Truex Jr. ends up on his roof behind him. Bubba Wallace will advance to the second round. What happened to Martin Truex Jr.? What a crazy round this turned out to be. Oh my goodness. Did he ride the wall again? Just like in qualifying. Only this time, he wasn't able to land it. Martin Truex Jr. ends up on his roof, trying everything he could to make up for lost time. Bubba Wallace wins his first round series and will advance to the Eastern Conference semifinals. He will join the Penske teammates of Ryan Blaney and Joey Logano, as well as Chase Elliott in the Eastern Conference semifinals. You will see those next week alongside the Western Conference semifinals. which surely will not disappoint. Thank you all for tuning in to the Eastern Conference first round of the Downhill Diecast Championship from Groovy Gulch. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time.